everything is here and it's here now. Not at a different time, not for someone else, but it's here and it's here now. But you have to become the person who can see that and isn't blocked by these self-sabotaging, limiting beliefs, aka lies. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Unstoppable Woman podcast. I'm Amira Alvarez. I'm the founder and CEO of the Unstoppable Woman, and I'm so happy that you are here with us today. So today I want to talk about the 4 biggest limiting beliefs that I see that are holding women entrepreneurs back. Now, these are actually lies. These are lies that are embedded in our belief system about ourselves that hold us back from the outcomes that we desire, the things that we would like to create in this world, whether that is scaling your business, larger profits, larger revenue, bigger impact, amazing team, delight in doing your genius work in this world. You have some big goals. I know that about you. You wouldn't be listening to this podcast if you weren't someone who wanted more for herself, and through wanting more for herself, wants more for the world. Okay. So you understand that this is about achieving the purpose that you were put here on earth to do, and that your business is a channel for doing that. And in order for you to do your work in this world and to be a channel, your business has to cash flow, has to make a profit, has to have revenue, has to solve problems for people. And not least of which, it has to delight you. It has to be something that lights you up and sets your heart on fire so that you show up every single day. Okay, so that's the frame. Now, what holds you back from actually achieving that? Because you have the opportunity to do that. You have the potential to do that. You have the capability to do that. Yet most people get in their own way and self-sabotage along the path. So they want a better life for themselves, for their family, for the people that they work with. They want an incredible business, including the income and the impact. They want to have great connections and have great relationships and feel like they are, living their best and fullest life, whatever that means to you. And yet there's some self-sabotaging there. You want something, but you're not yet able to create it. Now, here's one of the biggest things that gets in people's way, and then I'm going to get to the 4 beliefs. They keep telling themselves a lie that it will come soon enough. If I keep just doing what I'm doing, I'll get a different result. And that's just not true. You have to change who you're being and your belief structure in order to get a different result. It doesn't happen by magic. You can't assume that the way you're thinking now is going to cause you to take different actions in the future rather than the same actions you've always taken, which is generally working really hard, banging your head up against the wall, and getting good enough but not exceptional results. Okay, so if I'm speaking your language, keep listening. We're gonna flesh this out a bit more. So the first limiting belief that I want to share, and by the way, limiting beliefs, let's call them by their true name. They're lies. They're lies that you are telling to yourself. Now you have to take personal responsibility for that. Okay. You have to see them for what they are. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to start making these changes. Okay. You have to hold yourself to a higher standard. And if you don't know how to do that, you need to get help to do that. Listening to this podcast is one really powerful way of getting help to do that. And then there's more. Okay. So when you're ready for more, let us know. We're here for you. This concept of limiting beliefs, you have to translate that to lies I am telling myself. Because what many people do is they soften it and they say this is just a limiting belief. And it's not a terrible belief, it's not a horrible belief, it's just limiting me a little bit. And it's like a pass. It like lets you off the hook. I don't really have to change that. I don't really have to pay attention to that. I don't really have to do anything about that. I can keep telling myself these things and it's fine. It's just limiting me a little bit. But, everyone gets limited a little bit. Well, what if you held yourself to a different standard and you said, actually, I love myself so much that I'm going to wake up and admit that I'm lying to myself and that I've been lying to myself for frickin' years, probably for your entire conscious awareness of your life. When I woke up to that was a big wake up call. Let me just tell you, I was like, oh my God, this is so embedded in my self-image, in my identity, in my beliefs. I don't remember a time I didn't believe this. This can easily be a slippery slope to thinking that it's true. But it's not true. It's a lie. You just don't know. It's like you're in the Matrix. You just don't know it's a lie because you've been telling yourself these things for so very, very long. So let's start with what these things are. First lie is I am not good enough. And this is I'm not good enough to make the kind of money I want. I'm not good enough to charge that much. I'm not good enough to hire extraordinary people. I'm not good enough to invest in myself. I'm not good enough to give myself the time. I'm not worthy enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not capable enough. I don't deserve it. Okay. I am not enough to be, do, and have that which I desire. A great example of this is I was speaking to a prospective client once, and her big goal and dream was to be an amazing singer, like a world famous rock star singer. And because I know how manifestation works and I know how creation works, I was having this conversation with her. And when push came to shove, what we unpacked in that conversation was that she was putting off taking action on her big goals and dreams because she thought she wasn't thin enough. She thought she had to look a certain way in order to become a rock star, in order to become a superstar singer. And I remember telling her, sharing with her, untruth of that, the lie of that, but she was so committed to it, so embedded. It was so embedded that she couldn't change. It was like she wanted to live this out. And it's not how manifestation works. It's not how creation works. You hold the goal and desire and you go for it. You make decisions in favor of that. You don't say, I'll do that when I am good enough. You start, you go. And in this case, she was saying, I'm not going to do that until I'm thin enough. But that's a stalling technique. That's a getting ready to get ready to get ready. That's the way your subconscious mind lies to you and gets you to believe in stopping, in the lie, in the reason you can't challenge yourself to actually go for more. I happen to know at the time, this was when Adele was a little heavier than she is now. She's let go of some weight, but she became a freaking superstar, rocking a few extra pounds. Okay. Did it stop her? No, it didn't. Did she say I'm not thin enough? No, she went for it. Okay? And you can find examples of this everywhere, but you will believe what you want to believe, and it will stop you. And you have to decide that's a lie. I'm going to do this anyway. The solution is quick decisions, making decisions in favor of yourself as quickly as you can and moving forward. Okay. This is the way to bypass that. Okay. So first lie, I'm not enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough, thin enough, pretty enough, whatever it is. I'm not enough to do, be, or have exactly what I desire. Okay. Second one is I have to struggle. That's such a big lie, you guys. I have to struggle. And this is an addiction to hard. That it has to be hard, right? That this is the belief. Like I can't receive what I want without the struggle. Whether that's in your love life, in your personal relationships, I have to struggle. I have to be in conflict with my partner to get what I want. I need to be fighting and in heartbreak and disappointment in order to finally get what I want. No, that's just not true. Same thing in your business. Do you have to fight and struggle to get what you want? I'm not saying that there aren't challenges in life, whether that's your personal life or your business life. There are challenges in your life. It's your response to it that makes it a challenge, makes it a struggle, makes it that addiction to hard, or makes it something that you embrace and love, and it makes it easy. Okay? So heaven is our natural state. Heaven is the place that we reside, our natural state. We get thrown out of heaven. Sure enough, I do too. Okay? I'm not rocking the perfection conversation here. I am saying, though, that I stay in a state of heaven so much more now than I ever have before. That I'm in that delight. That I'm not in the creation of the hard, creation of the struggle. And the moment that I see that I am in this belief structure, that I'm creating some sort of challenge or struggle, I remind myself that that's a lie. It doesn't have to be hard. How can you make it easy? Okay? How can you make this so much easier for yourself? If you hold the belief that it has to be hard, you will resist asking that question and you will resist answering that question. That's a really good litmus test. Okay? But if you think, oh, look at me. I'm in that limiting belief. I'm in that lie just temporarily. But the truth is, I know the truth. The truth is that it doesn't have to be so hard, that it can be easy, that heaven is my natural state. Well, then you can ask the question, how can I make this easier? And you'll get the answers and you'll act on them. Okay? Instead of staying in the struggle. Okay? Third lie or third limiting belief, I can't have what I want. Now, this is a big one, especially for women, but for everyone in general. I can't have what I want. You can have anything you want, okay? I know that for some of you that's hard for you to believe, but it's true. You can have anything that you want, but you were taught to remain small. You were conditioned to remain small, not to ask for the truth of what you want. And that was generally because our parents, who were doing the best they could with the skill set they had and their belief structure, didn't know how to create whatever you wanted. They didn't have the money. They didn't have the time. They didn't have the perspective. So instead of saying, yeah, baby, you can have that. I'm not sure how we're going to get that, but you can have that. And supporting your desires, they said, what do you think? I'm made of money? Or they said things like, that's irresponsible to ask for that. That's frivolous to ask for that. You don't really want that. Why would you want that? Okay? That's a waste. That's a waste of time. That's a waste of money. Okay. I had a lot of that growing up. I love my parents. This is not a dig on my parents, but I had a lot of that growing up. It's frivolous to spend money, time on how you look. And it made me kind of miserable because I love beauty and I wanted to look at myself and see beauty. Now, yes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And yes, you can feel beautiful no matter whether you're wearing lipstick or not. Okay. I truly believe that. And yet I love adorning myself. And that is part of my personal nature. And telling me from a place of wanting to serve me, but not serving me, that was a frivolous use of my time. I regret nothing. So it allowed me to have this path and experience that and be able to speak of that experience and teach from that place of experience. And I also know that it taught me that my desires were not correct, were inaccurate. I should deny them and reject them. It was a diminishment of it. And this is a bigger teaching and too much for this particular episode, but it's tied to love and safety and belonging. And that makes it very dangerous for us as adults now or our beliefs, our self-image, our internal beliefs tell us that it's dangerous to claim what we want. And yet that is the first step in the manifestation matrix. Okay. That's the first step in creating exactly what you want. It's claiming what you want. If you claim something reasonable, if you claim something responsible, if you claim something that's not really what you want, but it will make do with that, you're not actualizing how creation works. You're not really working with the laws of the universe, which say you have to start with desire. It's where motivation comes from. Okay. Limiting belief number 4, or lie number 4. This one's such a lie, you guys. Such a huge, huge lie. I have to do it on my own. Oh, such a lie. So you have to do it on your own. In the beginning, let's use business as the framework. In the beginning, you think, I have to run my personal life and run my business all by myself. And that looks like I have to do the double shift, right? Like I have to do everything in my business myself, and then I have to do everything in my personal life myself. I have to clean the toilets. I have to do the grocery shopping. I have to empty the dishwasher. I have to wash the floors. Did I say clean the toilets? That was a big one for me. Right? Like you housekeeping, house life, all of that sort of house management, life management, family management is on you. And you have to do it yourself. And obviously, that's just not true. It's not that you don't have to do anything. Okay. I want to acknowledge that. And I also want to acknowledge that some of you are probably in the place where you're like, I'm a single mother and who are you talking about who can help me do this now? Okay. There's always support. I just want you to know that there's always support. We'll get to the metaphysics of that in a moment, but I want you to know that there's always support. There's another mom. There's a friend, a colleague, someone, at your church, at your synagogue, someone in your mom's group, someone who's the parent of a friend of your children, right? There's always someone who is capable of helping you. Sometimes that's an exchange. There's all sorts of things. I'm going down a little bit of a rabbit hole there. But in the beginning, you worry that you don't have the money and the resources to get support, whether it's housekeepers, childcare, or in your business, hiring your first VAs, hiring your first team members, people to help you with mentoring, people to help you with your tactical things, right? Like there's a lot of limitation there that's saying I have to do it on my own. I'm not worthy of receiving the outcome if I don't do it on my own. This is an addiction to heart. It's related to the previous lie that we talked about, and it's a real statement of unworthiness. And I want you to incrementally but quickly move through that. Okay, so you need to increase your ability to receive help. Receive help, okay? So part of it is asking clearly for exactly what you want and understanding how you might get the help for what you want, okay? And just asking the question is a huge way of allowing things in and receiving. The metaphysics of this is that you always have support, and that comes in the form of God, spirit, source, infinite intelligence, the universe, all the energy that is. It is here supporting you. It's not here trying to make your life more challenging. Okay. It's here supporting you. And if you get to the place of a clear desire of the outcome that you are wishing for, and you hold that clearly in your mind, you will be supported with the ways and the means to achieve that. Okay. Whether that's, again, in your personal life or your professional life. The law of attraction, which many of you've heard of, is really the law of vibration. And the law of vibration says that you have to put yourself in the place, in the vibration of being the person who is able to receive. And if you want more in your business, okay, and as female entrepreneurs, we want it all. We want it in our business and we want it in our personal lives. And so if you want it all, you have to put yourself at that level of expecting it and claiming it. And when you do that, when you're clear about that desire and you're open, you're in your feminine and you're open to receiving, the universe sends you the ways and the means and the ideas. Now you have to act on them. It sends you the ways and the means, the support, the supply. Yes, it sends you the supply, money. Okay. And it's important for you to be someone who allows that support in. But if you have this lie that you have to do it on your own, okay, then you won't allow that support in. It's such a huge lie. You have to be personally responsible, but you cannot do this on your own. You have to let God, spirit, source, the universe support you and give you the ideas. Now you have to take action on them. You don't just go, oh, that's a good idea, and drink pina coladas on the beach. Okay. You need to act on it, but you have to be someone who's able to receive that support. And support comes in the form of ideas, comes in the form of mentors, comes in the form of team members that you hire, comes in the form of mastermind groups that you join. It comes in the form of friends, family, employers, all sorts of people. Okay. So just know that support is there. You have to be someone who is open to receiving it. To wrap this up, I want you to understand that your beliefs drive your outcomes. Your beliefs determine what ideas you'll pay attention to and what will just be blocked from your mind. Okay. And the ideas that you pay attention to are the ideas that you act on. So if you have beliefs that are saying, I'm not enough, you'll act from a place of not enoughness. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not capable enough. And you'll delay going for what you really want by, putting it off by saying you have to do something else first. Okay. If in all of these beliefs work in that level, at that way. So what are you saying yes to and what are you saying no to? You have to know the metaphysics of this, that the law is that everything is here and it's here now, not at a different time, not for someone else, but it's here and it's here now. But you have to become the person who can see that and isn't blocked by these self-sabotaging, limiting beliefs, aka lies, okay? And it requires you changing your beliefs, especially these 4 particular beliefs that I've shared today, and not letting these old beliefs drive your self-image, okay? So today, ask yourself, where am I saying I'm not enough? Where am I saying I have to struggle? Where am I saying I can't have what I want? Where am I saying I have to do it on my own? I can't ask for help or receive help. Catch yourself out on these and reclaim the truth. It'll serve you well, and it will help you scale your personal life and your professional life. It will help you have everything that you desire. It will help you create that beautiful business that makes the revenue and the profit that you desire. And it will help you create that beautiful life that allows you that ease and flow and delight and pleasure that you desire. So with that, have an amazing day. Rock it out. Be unstoppable. And I'll catch you in the next episode.